that we're called to hate each other. I think I just have I don't think, like, if you proclaim to believe in the Bible, I don't think that we're called to hate each other. I think, well, like, we look at the early church fathers, that they're Jews, they're Greeks, they're Indians, they're all different races, and that's beautiful, and they have a shared identity. They're not saying we're not going to support you because we're not the same race. We're on the same. We may be on the same status. We're both oppressed, because Christians are by and large oppressed in the Roman Empire at the start of the Christianity, and they weren't saying we're different races. We can't coalesce. We can't mix. We can't be together because we're different races, and we're going to focus on different things. I don't think that's true. I think we have the ability to share an identity, and to come together and to help one another. Because if we are poor and we have no power, I don't think that it's the prudent thing to do to limit our people who we have abilities to share resources and knowledge with. Because if we are fighting people who you say are in power, and who are disenfranchising us, I don't think it's wise to limit ourselves to just one race and one people group. I think everyone who is disenfranchised would be able to come together and fight back and bring back more power to us. I think it'd be better than just one people group.
Well, what you're saying is nice. It sounds like a warm blanket of love, but I can tell you it's not biblical. And what I'm saying is because even when we turn around and look at when you say church fathers, you're talking about post New Testament. You're talking about what I'm saying, as far as like all the different churches, like the Coptic Church and different things that was set up after, or are you talking about in the New Testament?
I'm talking about in the New Testament, and it can apply to afterwards. So, like, you see Paul, he's a Jew. He writes to the Romans. Romans are Gentiles. They're not the same people, but they share the same identity in Christ. Okay. And they're working together to not be disenfranchised, to not be oppressed by whether that be the Roman government or the pagans. They are working together, although they're different. They have the same identity in Christ, and they work together. And I mean, you're on campus, so clearly, to some degree, Christianity did spread under the ability to work with other races that are disenfranchised.
So let me put it together with you like this right now, right? What you just said is one of the biggest lies inside of Christianity.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is that the Jews were scattered in other nations and they were Hellenized. So when Paul set up a church in Rome, it wasn't for Gentiles that were of another nation. It was for Israelites who became Gentiles in the same way, like, you're Mexican, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you being born here to somebody who's born in Mexico, they call you a Chicano. I'm a Puerto Rican. They call me a New Rican because I wasn't born on the island.
Yeah.
That's like what Israelites did in calling another Israelite a Gentile. The Gentiles that Paul wrote to, who he was trying to bring back, were Israelites, were Jews. So what you're saying, Christ, the Bible isn't for everybody. It's only for the Israelites.
That's not what the Bible. He says, John 3:16, for God loved the world that. Oh, sorry, blanking.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
His message is not limited to one people. He died for the sins of everyone.
You want me to prove? So
right, I'm sure you could, but we fundamentally disagree on this point.
We could, but you know what matters? What the scripture says.
Okay, go ahead.
So here's my first question to you, right? Is there more than one world in the Bible?
Are you talking about like the spiritual world or like the physical world?
I'm talking about is there one world mentioned in the Bible, or are there multiple worlds mentioned in the Bible?
I think there's one literal world that they're talking about.
Okay, give me Hebrews 11 and 3.
Like what the Torah says, they're talking about a physical location.
So this is what I'm going to explain to you. First of all, there's a difference between the earth and the world. The earth in usual context is talking about the entire planet. The word world is always talking about a specific society or age. It's contextual. So what I'm going to tell you is that when you read, for God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten son, That's not talking about everybody, and we've been brainwashed to think that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is show you that there's a difference in worlds. I'm going to bring you 3 places. Read that for me.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 3. Through faith, we understand that the world.
That the what?
The world.
Plural, more than one. Go ahead.
Were framed by the word of God.
So all throughout the scriptures, we find a context when it comes to world. Give me John 17 and 9. You know what I'm saying? So there's a context when it comes down to it. And while he's getting that scripture, who was Christ talking to in John the 3rd chapter? Was he talking to a lot of people, everybody? Who was he addressing?
He was addressing the Israelites.
Specifically, that John the 3rd chapter, it was a conversation between him and one man, Nicodemus.
Yes.
Nicodemus was a Pharisee who came to Christ by night because he didn't want anyone else to know he was talking to him. So he's like came shrouded.
Yeah.
So now, read it.
The book of John, chapter 17, verse 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
So now, all of a sudden, he dying for the world. Now there's a world that he won't pray for because the worlds were framed. There's different worlds. The word world means society or age. There is a society that Christ died for. Just one more place, and then we're going to John, and we're going to read it together. But we're going to start at John 3 and 14. Give me Isaiah 45 and 17. And then we're going to go back to John 3. And we're going to start at 14 and read it into 16.
Okay.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be, but
who?
But Israel.
No, everybody.
Israel.
All nations.
Israel.
Go ahead.
Shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Go ahead.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded.
Come on.
World.
What?
World.
What?
World.
Go ahead.
Without end.
Israel is the world that's supposed to be saved through an everlasting salvation. Now let's go to John 3 and we'll start at 14. So there's about to be a comparison, and we're going to find out in this comparison who Christ died for. Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 3, verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
You're familiar with Moses lifting up the serpent to heal the Israelites?
Yes, during the one of the
during
battles.
the Exodus.
Yes.
Did he lift that up for every nation or just Israel?
Well, he lifted up it for his nation because they're being afflicted.
Right. So Israel.
Yeah, but like if other nations were with them and they're afflicted, I would assume you could do the same for them.
But you could assume that, but that's not what happened. He did it for his people.
That's not the historical context of the Old Testament. The historical context is focusing on the Jewish people, God's chosen people.
Right, but
we don't live in Old Testament times. We're in the New Testament. Like we live post Christ's death and resurrection. Because if I believe that Christ's death and resurrection saves me from my sins, we are at a different time. Because when that happened, the Jews split fundamentally. There's the religion of Judaism and the religion of Christianity both started by Jews, but there was a split. In Mark 16:50, he said, speaking of Jesus, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Now you would say the world
what version
is
you reading?
The NIV.
Yeah, I was going to say that's why it's not an accurate translation.
Oh well, I don't think there's historical proof for that. There's many manuscripts that have 99% identifiably the same. Like you could look at the Dead Sea Scrolls. There is little to no change. The change would be just like saying God said or Jesus said. It says go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes, not just Jews. It says whoever believes in him and be baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe in him will be condemned.
Are you familiar with what a Bible continuum is?
No.
So a Bible continuum is like a chart which shows you what are the most accurate translations. And when it comes down to word for word, the KJV is extreme. Like it's damn near like most accurate is here, and NIV and NLT are going to be all the way down here.
I'll read from the KJV.
You know what I'm saying? No problem. Now, outside of that, before we go anywhere, the reason I'm bringing you to 3 and 14 is because contextually, there's a comparison that's being made here. So while what you're saying is true as far as the historicity of Moses, guess what? It applies in this comparison. Finish reading it. And then after that, give me Hebrews 9 and 15. Go ahead.
Even so, let's start from the top.
Okay.
And as Moses, this is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
In the same way that the Son of Man is being lifted up, he's got to be lifted up the same way Moses lifted up the serpent. Both of them were for Israel. That's why I showed you all those scriptures about the context of world. And that's why I showed you the scriptures about how that world is Israel. And now I'm going to show you that inside this New Testament, it's going to tell you anyone who was under the first testament is who could be saved. Read
verse 15.
Hebrews 9 and 15. And then you can go wherever you want to go.
Gotcha.
My meter is up too, but it's all right.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 15. And for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament.
We agree we're talking about Christ, right? Christ is the mediator of the New Testament.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That by means of death.
So by means of death, so he had to die. This is how he became the mediator. Go ahead.
For the redemption of the transgressions.
So he had to redeem the transgressors. These transgression is sin, is breaking the law. Go ahead.
That were under the first testament.
So he died for those who broke the first testament. Go ahead.
And they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance.
So if you were not under the first covenant, as you said, that was only for Israel, you're not under the new. That's literally what it just said.
Okay. I could understand how you take it that way, but I think if we go to like Romans chapter 9,
Let's go there.
he says,
Yes, let's go there. I love Romans. That Romans 9 is my favorite chapter in the entire Bible.
Neither because for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham, meaning the
Check. Let me get a one. Y'all should be able to hear me now. Can y'all hear me now? Let me get a one in the chat. Throw a one in. Get a one. One up. One time for the one time. All right. Our guest in the background says he could hear me. Okay, there we go. We back live and direct every single Thursday. This is Cross the Line Radio. Captain Zaryak and headquarters will be joining us shortly. They're wrapping up General Mahayman's class on the other side. That video right now is streaming currently on Cross the Line. Make sure that y'all tap in. We got a whole gang of content coming out. Big up to Bezos B, Tribe Vibes, man. We got new music. I got a new song dropping after tonight. Barzal Raw video just dropped another song the last week. We got all updates across the board. We recoded the streamer. Not only the live streamer, we got a live streamer on there. Everybody gonna be able to catch lives on there, behind the scenes content, so on and so forth. We got a brand new player. You know what I'm saying? Like is dope. Shout out to my brother Pakwayad. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing all the heavy lifting with the coding on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. We got new merch coming, everything along the way. And if y'all want more music, if y'all want to be able to support us, Tribe Vibes is the best way. You know what I'm saying? That's $7.99 a month. That's $2 a week. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to support, man, that's the best way. You know what I'm saying? To support this tribe. You know what I'm saying? Support this nation. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If y'all love the music, let me know. Like I said, Captain Zark and headquarters is going to be joining us. We do have a guest that's going to be coming on in a minute. Phone lines are wide open as well. We do take preference to those who join on the stream. The phone number is 917-779-9499. That's 917-779-9499. I'm almost, you know what I'm saying, upset that we even had to have a conversation this week about Meg Thee Stallion. I didn't know how many sisters, you know what I'm saying, identify with a 304. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, sisters in the world talking about cheating back. My mind was blown. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a little blown that this even mattered, that this was an issue, that people or women vicariously through, you know what I'm saying, Meg. But let me see who we got in the chat as well. Cap, if you listening, man, I got my energy right to this week. You know what I'm saying? We back, we live, direct, in effect. Let me see. We got Karawataza. Big up Karawataza. Just art and paint. Always here on the live. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, sis. Bezos B. You understand? Senzo 2330. Who else is in the house? You understand? Nasha Ma, all the way from North Carolina. Robert Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Gravel Pit. Everybody who's tuned in with us across all these channels. Kunya, Israel. Who else we got? Let me see. We got Officer Abun all the way from Macon, Georgia. Let me see. Tommy Boy, smash that like, hit the share button. You understand? Big ups to Aria, Ink Pen. You understand? Who else? We got Jay in the crib. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Hezekiah. You know what I'm saying? ATC, shalom to all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And Yaikwa. Lot going on in the world, man. I hope y'all been paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And most definitely more important things than, you know, Meg Thee Stallion's love life. I think y'all should focus on your own relationships and your own love life. That's why Christianity and monogamy is the reason for 304's. They don't know the Bible. You understand? Monogamy is misogyny. You know what I'm saying? Like the problem is, like, women, y'all are disillusioned and brainwashed by white supremacy and Christianity and all of the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? Who's been putting this in your mind with Disney films since you were a little girl, thinking you were gonna have be a princess, and one rich, powerful man was only gonna want one woman. You understand? When that is not nature, that is not history. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope we could all stop lying to ourselves, stop lying to each other, and just tell the truth. And especially as a man, because that's when you're cheating. You understand? Like you're cheating. You understand? When, as a man, if you know that you can have multiple women and then you out here running around getting women under the guise of monogamy. Like, yeah, baby, I just want you. Yeah, nah, it's just us. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got her, and her too. Let me tell you something, man. You cheating. You understand? Free yourself from that. That's what you need to do. You need to free yourself from those bonds. You know what I mean? Stop lying to yourself. Let me see who else we got going on. Officer Ma Debar, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Judah. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to everybody that's there. Tony Estrada. Definitely, everybody, pay your tithes, send your donations in, support this truth. And like I said, headquarters is going to be joining us shortly. I believe Eric is the guest that's been dealing with Officer Shar Gapan. If y'all haven't, make sure that y'all subscribe to the Real XP show. Officer Shar Gapan's been, you know what I'm saying, doing excellent journalism. You know what I'm saying, as far as going out in the street and taking these questions. And what I also want to do is one other thing I want to show y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying, before we get to this, let me find the Austin, Texas ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to hold on. ISUPK Austin. And I want to play one more, you know what I'm saying, short video clip. I want y'all to see this young Christian cat going crazy because he couldn't answer one question. These cats here, boy. You know what I'm saying? But give me one second. You know what I'm saying? Over here. Share screen. I'm gonna get quicker at this too, man. I ain't been working the boards for a little while, but bear with me. All right. And we're going to add this to the stage.
What is the word? What is the word? What does the word world mean?
World right here, everybody. Not just the Gentile.
Is there more than one world according to the Bible?
Yeah. There's
spiritual world, there's a physical world, there's, you know, heaven, there's earth, there's separation from God, which is hell. But in Romans 11, it tells us that the wild branches of the olive tree can be grafted in.
We can get there. We're talking about the world right now, right? So read what you got.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 3. Through faith, we understand that the world.
That's what?
World.
Spell it.
WORLDS.
The world. Go ahead.
We're framed by the word of God.
It's more than one world. What does the word world mean in that verse? What is the context of it? You know, words can have multiple meanings. You know? I mean, you came over here, Valky. You keep looking at him. He got to say, I should be having this conversation with you. That's what I'm finding out right now. You understand? You got to get your weight up. You got to get in the spiritual gym. You got to, I don't know what you got to do. You need to have your Bible.
Hey, the difference between both of us is that we have the Holy Spirit and you don't. Y'all believe in something that is racist.
You wouldn't know the Holy Spirit if it rained on you.
Right.
Yeah, and I want to tell y'all something, right? What's am I still frozen? We good? Let me know if we good. Shout out to Antisocial. You know what I'm saying? He definitely would have known the Holy Spirit if it rained on him. He started losing his mind, running in circles, screaming. Here's the crazy part, right? Not the crazy part, but the funny part. You know what I'm saying? Over time, the police actually came over the Christian kid who was running around going crazy. They told him, you got to go or we're going to trespass you. They're like, you got to go. You got to leave here. You acting too crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is at the Alamo. So this is tourists. The cops then come over, talk to Hector, the other young man I was talking to, and says, Hector, your friend wants to talk to you. He leaves with him. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, well, Barakatha Yahweh Yahweh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the Lord a hand, because I ain't know that the Holy Spirit could be evicted from here. You acting like you got the Spirit. We still speaking. This program's still gonna go on. And then that other cat, I don't want to say he got cooked. You know what I'm saying? He did get cooked, but you know what I'm saying? Outside of getting cooked, I think it was a great conversation. That other cat was just out of his mind. I asked him one question. I said, what's the word world mean? He turned to his partner. We didn't even get past the first question. So big ups to you know what I'm saying, ISUPK, San Antonio, Austin, Texas, you know what I'm saying, Colleen, all the brothers that pulled up, all the brothers that came through, man. Make sure that y'all check that out. Let me see if we got anybody on the phone lines. Nah, not yet. We good to go. Eric, you still with us? Eric, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's up?
Nothing much. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. So you, I believe you spoke with Shar Gapan. Is that correct?
I guess so. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, he either reached out to me or I reached out to him. Yeah.
Okay, and what exactly did you want to talk about?
Well, that's what I asked him. He said we could talk about everything. So I said systemic racism, DEI. He definitely mentioned the Bible, and it seems like you guys are heavy into the Bible, and I am lost when it comes to that stuff. I haven't even read it. So
what is your stance then?
On what?
I mean, I was just told that we had a guest call in, and we keep an open phone line. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I thought you had a challenge or a question. So this is Cross the Line Radio. We believe that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, are God's chosen people, and that
Black, natives, and who?
Blacks, so-called Latinos, and North American Indians.
Blacks, Latinos, and natives. Okay.
And when we say Latinos, we're not talking about the ones from Spain. We're talking about the indigenous populations of the Americas, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayans, the Tainos, the Arawaks, who were conquered by the Spanish, the French, the Portuguese, so on and so forth.
Okay. And so my response to that would be that there's, you know, many more people than that. And besides just white people. So
in
like
comparison
Asians, Arabs.
who would be Israelites?
No. I'm just saying you're leaving a lot of people out. That would be essentially not saved by Christ.
Yeah. So the people. Okay, Christ only died for the ethnic Israelites who follow him.
Okay. And so the Asians are just left out.
I mean, Asians, white people, so-called Africans who are Hamites, Arabs, anybody who is not descended from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Okay. Okay. And so I'm sorry, that includes, I mean, are you including Semites in that?
So Israelites are Shemitic. There's multiple different Shemitic nations, but there's only one Shemitic line that was chosen. That was Abraham's line, passed to Isaac, and from Isaac to Jacob.
And is that the Jews?
The Jew is one tribe, or collectively, depending on the context. But as far as we would say Israelites, a Jew is short for Judah. Judah is only one of the 12 tribes.
Oh, 12 tribes. Okay, I got you. So there's 12 tribes. Oh, there's like Latinas and natives and blacks, but there's 12 tribes within those races, right?
Right. So I'm a
Okay.
so-called Puerto Rican or Taino Indian. So like I'd be from the tribe of Ephraim. So-called African Americans are from the tribe of Judah. So-called Issacharites Issacharites are so-called Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? These people collectively, you know what I'm saying, make up each one of the individual 12 tribes, which collectively makes up the nation.
So yeah, I mean, I was raised Episcopalian. We're very liberal, and we don't discriminate. I mean, essentially, we just bring people to worship God and Jesus, and then we go from there. So, the discrimination factor is definitely new to me.
Well, I would say so because Christianity is a farce and a lie. So, you know what I'm saying? It's the world has been deceived because the church was hijacked, and so was the identity. And now, because the wrong people have the record, they interpreted it falsely. And now they believe that this is open to everybody when it's strictly for the nation of Israel.
And that's cool. I mean, you guys can debate that. I mean, that's all well and good. I don't get into the minutia. I feel like people drown in the minutia instead of just having like a clear-cut relationship with God.
Well, Israel's the only nation that God builds that relationship with. So I mean, outside of that, I don't really care what the hell they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then why did Christianity spread?
Christianity spread because of the sword. So Christianity spread to everybody once the Roman Empire hijacked the church and then started conquering the planet. And then as time went on, the church began to expand with, different what the hell were the papal bulls? For example, the doctrine of discovery, which said that the whole world should be converted. And you also had inquisitions where people were forced, like, Spain and Portugal were forcing people to convert. So as a result, because of colonization and because of the religion of those states being, Christianity or Catholicism, that's how it spread. It spread because you will follow this or you will die.
Right. No, I totally understand that. And no contest there. But so what your stance is that the Roman Empire never fell?
Well, okay, the Roman Empire did fall, but it also bounced back. And when it bounced back as a church.
As Catholicism and all of that nonsense.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like for example, like, I'm glad you called it nonsense, but when you when you read the scriptures and it talks about like this beast, which was Rome, and his deadly wound was healed, the deadly wound was that time during the Dark Ages, and then eventually it was healed, and then that's during the Renaissance period, and that's when you have an entire rebirth, and when everything starts to get whitewashed, from the Medici family setting up their school and establishing people like Michelangelo to paint the Sistine Chapel and Leonardo da Vinci and basically funding them and financing them to be able to create these images.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we agree in terms of, it turning into Catholicism, Protestants, all that I mean, come on. I mean, again, the minutia. We drown in this minutia. And again, we agree that it's been bastardized, I guess you could say. And in terms of,
I believe it's been
what's going on?
bastardized since Constantine, since around circa 300 AD. I believe that was the initial bastardization that mainly took place is during those councils, like when they decided to deify Christ and create their dogma as the centuries went on.
Right. And so, it's happened, as recent as I think the 19th century, where you had this Shah, what was it, the Joseph Shah, some Bible that was rewritten so that Zionism could come about.
Well,
Rothschild promoted.
Yeah, well, they've done certain things, but I don't really, you know what I'm saying, like give a damn about Zionism or none of the things that they got going on outside of the fact that they stole our identity. And they stole the land of Israel, and at large, their greatest conversion was around the 8th century, starting with the Khazars. Once that empire fell, they spread throughout Eastern Europe, and then, you know what I'm saying, eventually infiltrated other countries' banking systems, you know what I'm saying, all the way up to, Britain establishing, the current state of Israel. But those people are converts to a fake religion called Judaism.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're Jews in name only, essentially.
Yeah. Right. Meaning that they stole the identity. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if I hijack your social security number and go around calling myself Eric. You know what I'm saying? And
then commit crimes and then say he's doing the crime. Yeah. I mean, you can play all sorts of tricks. I get it.
Exactly.
So I mean, we agree there. I mean, that's interesting that we agree there. So I mean, the DNA testing in Israel is quite restricted, just because they, essentially are not how you pronounce Shemitic.
Well, they would be Shemitic. They stole many different identities, even like when they try to call themselves Ashkenaz. We know Ashkenaz is a son of Japhet. So how could you call yourself anti-Semite, but you're also holding on to a Japhetic identity? However, before they were under the Turks, they came from Mount Seir, and that's where Edom came from. So they would really be Edomites, which is still a Shemite, but just not somebody who was chosen. That's somebody who rejected, you know what I'm saying, their inheritance.
Rejected their inheritance. Okay.
Correct. When he sold it for pottage. That's why when you read Hebrews 12 and it says that there be no vain fornicator such as Esau, who for one morsel of pottage sold his birthright.
Yeah, I need to get around to I have the Bible downloaded. I just need to have it played for me, right? But again, the minutia. It's so just like zooming out. I mean, so regarding any other religion, any other people, you believe in that there's God, Jesus, you've accepted Christ into your heart and you're going to be saved. But these other people, they don't have the ability to do that.
So what's going to happen is, the covenant is only for one particular group of people. When this reset happens and judgment happens, all nations are going to be judged. But so for you to understand this, I'm going to have to translate this to you. So hypothetically, walk with me for a moment, and let's just say that the oppressed people that I'm talking about, right? The Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians who suffered under colonization. Let's just say that these are the Israelites. When God comes back to judge Babylon, he's going to judge all the nations that partook in Babylon's feasting upon his sheep, upon his flock, who were benefactors of the captivity of the children of Israel. So Israel as a nation is going to be restored, and all the other nations are going to be judged. It's going to be the fulfillment of Isaiah, the 60th chapter. So the salvation that's going to be for the other nations is service to the nation of Israel, which is why it says, and the nation which will not serve thee shall be destroyed. So we were in captivity. And just like Revelation says, he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So there's going to be a time period where we conquer the earth under Christ, under God, you know what I'm saying? And the other nations are going to serve us as a sentence.
Okay. And so not as a gotcha. I'm just trying to maybe you have an explanation for it. But
No,
you
not a
were saying that Christianity was spread through the sword, which obviously came to the Americas,
correct.
and then those Latinos, whether they're mixed or full blooded, whatever requirement you have, they were converted, essentially violently, and so
That's
then
how they
they believe
became
in Christ.
Latinos, for the
Go
record.
ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you, but just to clarify, the indigenous became Hispanic or Latino because they were conquered by the Spanish.
Okay, so so it was in that. I mean, and so maybe you can explain it, because before that it was just Mayan and Aztec, right? So those civilizations were essentially different gods and sacrificing babies.
Well,
so
that's also a false premise. So that was a lot of slander that was made by Fernando Cortez's people. There's this guy Gomorrah, you know what I'm saying? I forget if his name is Luis de Gomorrah or Antonio, but you know what I'm saying? I got the record for it, but basically he was told to be able to write a chronicle of New Spain, and when he did, to slander the natives, because there was a Council of Foreign Relations when they were writing back to Ferdinand and Isabella, and the edict was, if you can find why these people should not if they're not civilized, then you can civilize them with Christianity. So what they had to do was cover up that these people were speaking Hebrew, that they had a 7-day that they had 7 days and then a Sabbath, or a Sabbath on the 7th day, calculated by the moon. Basically all the Levitical and laws of Deuteronomy these tribes were following. So not all of them loosely, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they were still committing sins, which is why God, you know what I'm saying, sent the white man as a curse to them. But my point being is, you know what I'm saying, at large, their culture was the Old Testament, to a point where there's tons of historians, friars, priests who were not involved in the enslavement and the slave trade, who looked at them and said, these must be the lost tribes. So it was like Montezuma's people were conquered and given the name Hernandez, given the name Fernandez, given the name Cortez, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And then as a result, those indigenous people got absorbed into that population and into that culture. Those are the people we claim, not the conquerors. And just so you know, the criteria is based off of the father. So you're the seed of your father. So if your father was indigenous, you're an Israelite. If your father was a Spaniard, you're a conquistador and an Edomite.
I'm thinking the Hebrews go off of the mother's lineage.
No, Jewish people go off of the mother's lineage.
Oh,
the
not
Bible,
Hebrews.
the Israelites go off of the father. That's why we're the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's why it's the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, because you eternally trace your lineage. Jewish people reversed it because they do everything in reverse.
Okay, so let's zoom out again and just go to like things like the spread of what I would consider the human race. So we start in theories of Africa, or theories of the crucible of the two rivers, the Euphrates and the Tigris, and things like that. It spreads from there and it goes out. And so you're saying that the Mayans and Aztecs are actually a lost tribe,
right? So if we were to, I'm trying to think where to go, because you know what I'm saying, that's like, the expanse of thousands of years, you know what I'm saying? But
I hear
if I was to go from a biblical narrative, right? Everybody starts over after the flood. Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, repopulate the earth, and that's the first families who get split up into becoming different nations, where your lineage is traced to Ham, Shem, or Japheth. The oldest civilization that we have on record does come from around the Tigris and the Euphrates, from Sumeria and Mesopotamia, the Fertile Crescent. It then expands out. And then you have Shem, Ham, and Japheth, who everything's divided under, until those families get even larger. So the Aztecs and the Mayans that you're talking about over from America, these are the tribes who went into Assyrian captivity. When they left Assyrian captivity, they migrated over to this hemisphere. So they left with around 10 tribes. So Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were inside of Jerusalem during the time of Christ up till around 70 AD. The northern kingdom, which is who we're talking about, the Aztecs, Mayans, so on and so forth, had already left to somewhere around 700 BC, somewhere around there, before, during the Assyrian Empire.
Before Christ.
Yes. Which is why at large, the main tribes who were around was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's who was inside of Jerusalem up until 70 AD. So 70 AD is when Rome sacks Jerusalem. And then from there, those who were fortunate enough fled into West Africa. Those who weren't were taken captivity under Roman occupation. And then since then, we haven't, en masse been inside of Jerusalem.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. You mentioned Noah, you mentioned 3 sons, and then you go into race. And so I'm confused how 3 sons from the same father could be of different races, and what race would have to do with it.
I got you. So this is where it would come down to, right? So if we go to Genesis, the 10th chapter. Now, again, I believe the Bible. I believe everything that the Bible says. So when we read Genesis 10, so I'll start at Genesis 10:1. Now, these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and onto them were sons born after the flood. And then it talks about the sons of Japheth, the sons of Ham, the sons of Shem, until you get all the way to the end of the chapter. And now I'm going to start at verse 31. This is Genesis 10:31. These are the sons of Shem after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the son of Noah, after their generations in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. So that whole racial divide that you're talking about was these nations that God divided in order to start over, you understand, until he decided to choose Abraham from among these families.
Right, but there's more than 3 races. That's my problem there. So you have biology, genealogy, mutations that have led to many different races, and the mixture of those races. So
I'll give you an example, right? So, and this is where it comes down to. So Moab and Ammon are 2 separate families of Asians, and all the Asians that come out from there, but they descend from Lot, and Lot descends from Shem. The Arabs come from Ishmael. The Aborigines and the Polynesians come from Japheth. So while there are multiple nations or 17 different families on the earth, they get organized under Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But Shem, Ham, and Japheth continued to have children, and some of their children were divided and turned into nations. So yes, there are other races or other nations under that division. We're just talking about the first time that God divided them.
And I'm just curious, in terms of your logic regarding, how do you feel about Italians?
So Italians, at large would be Edomites, and they're one of the tribes of Esau or Edom.
And I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
So there's different nations, Esau or Edom. Esau is the man who created the Edomites, and under him, they had different tribes. So all white people come from Esau.
Okay, but they're not entirely white. When you talk white, I don't even know what you mean when you say white, because there's white has been essentially a term that's been coined in the last maybe 100 years, because before that it was, whites didn't even consider themselves to be together, So like England and Irish, that was English and Irish. You were Irish or you were Italian or you were, Lithuanian, or it wasn't you were white. That white thing came around, in the last 100 years or so.
So we're talking Caucasians.
Caucasians meaning from the Caucasus Mountains, because that doesn't make sense either.
Meaning all Caucasians, Europeans, and white people that descend from that one stock. Now, do you have admixtures or other nations mixed in? Yeah, but it all goes according to your father. But at large, if I was to say white people, I would be talking about Russians, British, Germans, Swedens, so on and so forth. All of those people are different tribes of Edom.
No, see, that's where I get confused because when you say Russians, I mean, you talk about Asians, Siberians. So, I mean, you get a wide mixture in Russia.
I'm
A
talking
wide
about
mixture.
Vladimir Putin.
Okay. And Bibi Netanyahu?
Bibi Netanyahu would be an Amalekite who was a tribe inside of Edom. That's a separate tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Why
Just
would
like,
that be separate? Because his
white
name
people
isn't even Netanyahu.
So white
I mean,
people,
what race do you associate with Bibi?
white people have different families, just like, for example, Asians have different families. Just like what I explained to you in the nation of Israel, there was different tribes. So it's just like Irish are one tribe of white people. Jewish people and Russians are another tribe of white people. Germans are another tribe of white people. These are at large extended families of one particular nation.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I mean that's brought about in the last 100 years. I mean, when you say German, I mean that's basically a newly created country after World War II. Before that, you had Ottoman Empire and the Persian Empire,
Right?
And you had, I mean, massive empires.
Slocky Cap, you hey, Swam, sir, you should break up. You sound real low.
Can y'all make sure my mic is up? You said I sound low. Can you check the mic? Can you hear me?
You sound much louder now.
I can hear you a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem you're missing, what he's trying to explain to you from the biblical narrative, this is the origin where Europeans or whites come from. This is the origin where Africans come from, the origin where Chinese come from. What you're talking about is migration patterns, where white people might have migrated to this location, Africans migrated to this location. It doesn't change who they are ethnically. So that's where you might be a little confused at. That's all.
So I would say that it does change you ethnically. That's the thing. Like
your father, even in the white man's fake DNA for ancestry, they'll tell you when you go do your DNA for your ancestry, whatever you pull from your paternal side, if that marker is an R marker, if that marker is an E marker, that's what you always were in origin. So the mixture usually comes from if you're mixing with different races. So like if you mix, if a African mixes with a Chinese, that Chinese might impart some of their makeup or look onto that person. But whatever your father is, that's what you are. So if a person is whatever they are in their father's side, that's what they are in the Bible and in the white man's so-called ancestry DNA. It's always determined by your father.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean that doesn't hold up to like science and logic. Because what I was saying,
listen, no. According, anybody can look this up. If anybody goes do their ancestral DNA test in the white man science, which is what I just said, they will tell you whatever that marker is on your paternal side is what you are from your father. That's scientific from the scientists you probably respect. So if you have an R marker, no matter what your melanin, like I know this brother Garfield always points out this man that you would think is a black man. But when he goes and gets his DNA test, because he has that R marker, that means in origin, he's European or a white man, even though on the outside, his complexion would make you think he's black. So even in the white man science and in the Bible, you are what your father is, regardless of what your outside makeup may be. Like Bob Marley is another one. We call him a white man because his father is white, regardless of the melanin that he inherited from his mother. So I would suggest you look up that white man science that you was just about to quote, because what I said is what the white man said about their science.
Hey, Cap, you see the mic stand?
Yeah, about time.
Yeah.
So let me go back to, you know, how I said it, and I'm not sure if we agreed there, because you definitely went into the Bible side of things. But where,
I went on both sides.
This...
Don't be a dishonest white man. That's why we call a white man the devil. You can look, I went both sides. I said by the Bible and by the white man science, whatever that paternal line is what you were in origin. That's what I said.
Right.
Don't say right, because I had to correct you for the third time.
Okay.
Cap ain't got no patience tonight.
I could
All right.
smell it.
So,
You ready tonight?
I could smell the deception on his voice.
Oh, I'm not trying to be deceiving. I'm trying to clarify.
Okay, what are you trying to clarify?
So, all right. So, I'm not sure if we agreed here, and I'll just kind of reiterate that where we have this the birth of civilization, where humans originated, and whether it be where Noah had the flood and parked his boat, wherever it may be, you have that origin, right? And then from there you have the spread, right, of civilization and humanity. And so what doesn't make sense to me is that, as you go further north, that's when you get more pale skin. And so, the science behind pale skin is broken down very scientifically. Like it's not really hard to, go into that if you want me to explain.
No, I think that the quote unquote science behind that is actually trash, because if that's the case, quote unquote Inuits over in Alaska should have white skin by now, and South Africans should be black by now. You know what I'm saying? Which is how you know that, nations only produce their own people, which is why I'm saying that we go according to a biblical narrative. And every single family in the earth that we're talking about is connected directly to somebody in the Bible. The Bible explains all creation. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can get around that. I mean, you saying you was raised, Episcopalian, saying that you grew up with the Bible. I mean, you could wrestle with God all you want, but it don't make your disbelief, don't make the word of God of none effect.
Well, no, I understand. And so, in terms of, the Inuit, I would say that they are more pale than, say, an African.
Who's he saying more pale?
He's saying
Inuit.
And the who?
Inuit, native population of Canada and Alaska.
What are we talking about right now?
Oh, we're talking about skin color.
For what though? Like, what's the point?
Oh, for the reasons that we became white.
We don't care though why you became white.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're done having a conversation.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to tell you.
Why would we have a conversation centering on how white people became white? We don't care.
Well, we can talk about how blacks became blacks.
No, we don't have to talk about that either. We can talk about how the white man is the devil, how the white man is the murderer, how he's raped and pillaged every stitch of land that he's went into. We could talk about that. But I was concerned about his skin color, which even he himself hates. That's why he turns himself into a cancer patient going into them damn tanning salon. You ever seen an old white woman? She looked like she was in the microwave too long because they hate their damn skin. Like, what are we talking about? This is a waste of airtime to talk to some white man about the white man's skin tone.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, I could explain it briefly. I mean, it would only take 2 minutes.
We don't need you to explain why you're white. You should go into a white platform and explain to them why you're white. We don't care over here on Cross the Line Radio. We don't care why you're white. In the chat, y'all put a 10 in the chat if y'all care why he's white. Yeah, you notice you don't see no 10s, right? You don't see no 10s in the chat because we don't care why you're white. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Well,
that's what I thought.
Well, I mean, we can talk about anything that you guys want, but
no. We got a lot of other
whatever
things.
direction you want to take it in.
No,
but it seems like you have a problem with being challenged.
I don't have a problem.
What kind of debate is that?
I don't have a problem with being challenged, but talking about white skin is not a challenge.
Well, it's challenging your thought.
Present a challenge. Present a actual challenge that we care about.
We
don't care. Okay, you being white, we don't care about.
Right, but you're not listening to me.
You from America?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Are you from
America?
No,
it doesn't. That's anecdotal.
Are you from America?
America?
Yes.
What's America? Come on.
Now he don't know what America is. America,
Yeah.
North America, South
You mean
America,
United States?
Central America. Are you from the United States?
Of America?
Yeah.
Of the America?
Are you from the United
What?
States of America?
All right. So I'll answer your questions because I actually, help out in terms of conversations. I'm from America.
Okay, no problem. When we talk about white people, you guys have destroyed America, yes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you did not enslave the indigenous people of this land, force them to be Christians? Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So now the white man don't know history. Now I guess he don't know that. What about the
I mean,
transatlantic?
you're talking about me. I don't know about. I don't know what you're talking about. Like what?
Now you're making it anecdotal. I didn't say you. I said did
Well,
white.
I thought you did.
Yeah,
no, that's right. So I'm talking about. I didn't do that.
We're not talking about you. You wanted a challenge. You want a challenge. That's a real challenge.
I thought we were talking about me.
Did white people enslave the indigenous people in the Americas and force them to be Christian?
I mean, that's a general statement that can be debated.
Is the people on the phone line? It kind of like I don't know.
We got one call on the phone line.
Yeah, we could bring the phone calls on out. We don't. Eric Malam. We don't care about Eric Malam. Eric Malam has nothing of value to actually talk about. That man wants to talk about white skin.
Okay, I removed him from the screen.
Nasty as shit.
347-668. You're on the air with Crossline Radio.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Salaki Cap. Y'all would you have a phone call? Y'all would have to call in.
Yeah, I got a phone.
Baba Kasha. But who's this?
My name is Jay.
Jay, where you calling from?
Calling from Brooklyn, New York.
You got a question or a comment?
Mike. Mute the mic.
My comments are mainly on like the Torah.
Cap, I see your phone number. You can hear me? I can't hear you on the through the phone line. Cap, I'm on mute and unmute you. Cap,
can you mute me now?
There you go.
All right, let's go.
All right, good. You said, Jay, you got questions on the Torah. What about the Torah?
Torah, law keeping, things like that. And
I'm getting a reverb, Cap. There's got to be a mic or
What about now?
Still.
And I got the mics are muted over here.
Okay. All right, should be good now. Do y'all, unless do you guys have echo cancellation on your side checked?
Sure. Check the echo cancellation, man. Yeah, he got it on.
Okay, we got to get you guys a mixer.
You got a mixer.
You're using a mixer right now?
Yes.
Damn.
They're saying they can't hear the guest.
Y'all can't hear the guest. He shared on the screen. Well, there's some kind of reverb.
There is. I hear the reverb. I don't know if it's my phone. What if I take it off a speaker?
Still a light one.
It's a light reverb. So it's coming from my phone.
Maybe lower the speaker in the room. That might help.
Let's see, what's that? I don't hear it now. Maybe that's what it was.
There it is. We too loud now. All right, Jay, what you said, what about the law now?
Yeah, like the law keeping Torah, like some comments I have about it, and some kind of questions to you guys listening is, what's kind of the relevance of it today's age? Because I'm tempted to keep it, but it's kind of hard for me to find the relevance of some of the laws.
Cap, you want it?
I cannot. I don't know what he asked.
Okay, he's asking what's the relevancy of the laws? Because okay, first of all, you know what I'm saying. What's your ethnicity? What's your race?
Well, I'll be considered a Latin Latino.
What's your father?
My father was born in Dominican Republic.
Okay, is your father indigenous Latino or from Spain?
I don't know.
Well, I mean that's a good sign. So okay, what type of Latino are you? Like from where?
Well, like I told you, my father's from Dominican Republic.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. You broke up when you said that. So from DR.
Oh,
if you were indigenous, right? If you was a old, you know what I'm saying, me no black, you know what I'm saying, Dominican, you would be from the tribe of Simeon. In which case you would descend from the tribes of Israel, you understand? And your inheritance, you know what I'm saying, your culture is the law. That's why you should keep it. Because God said so.
Okay.
You all right? You sleepy? You need coffee? What's up, my man? You got low energy.
Yeah.
Hey man, are you wasting our time, man? What are we doing here?
So, like I said, it's like, it's tempting to keep, but it's like some of it is kind of like, what's the relevance to today's modern age?
Hey, what is it that's hard to keep? What is it that's hard to keep? What is it that's hard to keep?
Like I said,
what is it that's hard to keep, man?
I'm not going to answer you if you keep them on.
You're not answering the question. You said it's hard to keep. What is it that's hard to keep?
No, I didn't say it was hard to keep. I just said what's the relevance of it, right?
God said to keep the commandments. That's the relevance of it.
So that's it.
That's it.
Okay. Then okay. So I would ask you what that is. God told us to do it. What's the benefits then? If God told us to do it.
God said to do it.
Yeah.
You want to live? God said, choose this day life that you may live.
They said we got yak with the braids tonight. I love that.
That's what God said.
I love that that's a thing. I feel like I started that.
that is what God said. This is what God said. Deuteronomy 30:15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, death and evil. That I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, keep his statutes, keep his commandments and his statutes and judgments, that thou mayest live. If you turn your heart away, you die. That's it. You understand now?
No, because that's not specific. No.
It's not specific to what?
It's not specific because people die and live every single day. It's like, is there any like specific?
Yeah, you might be a little slow, so I try a little harder. You say you Latino, right? Where you live at?
I live in Brooklyn.
Huh. It's fucked up, ain't it? Is Brooklyn a representation of life, or is Brooklyn a representation of death?
No, I don't know. You tell me.
How old are you?
21.
Yeah, I understand. You as a young brother, you know exactly that Brooklyn is a way of death. Let's talk about keeping the commandments for life. If we kept the commandments, it wouldn't be drug dealing, would it? Would it be drug dealing if we kept the commandments?
No, I don't know. That's hard to say, to be honest.
This is why it's hard to have conversation with dumb niggas. If you wasn't selling drugs in any community, that community would be better. If that community was not getting high on drugs, it would be better, correct?
Sure.
Right. So we don't choose to obey the commandments that says suffer not a witch to live. We support the witch, and we die. That's what the life and death God is talking about. Your way of life. The way that you live or the way that your community live will be conducive to life or conducive to death. In Brooklyn, they robbing and stealing, right?
No, not where I'm from.
Jesus Christ. I said in Brooklyn.
So.
I didn't say where you
so.
was from.
Yeah,
right?
I do that.
Right. So if they was living according to commandments of God, would they be robbing and stealing?
No, that's against the Torah.
Yeah, and we would have a better life, wouldn't we?
Yeah, because they wouldn't be killing us.
Yeah, shalom. That's why you should obey the commandments so that you would have life. We don't obey the commandments, that's why we have death.
Okay. All right, so it's like a moral thing. When I was saying
Ain't that what laws is?
When I was saying benefits, it's like
yeah, that's the benefit. Can you imagine a world? Can you imagine in Brooklyn the benefits if they kept God's commandments? I could. Our young children wouldn't worry about gangs. Our mothers and fathers wouldn't be separated if we kept the commandments.
We got another caller, Cap.
Yeah, we could. Hey, wait. Before you go, what's 5 plus 5, young man? You seem to be intelligent, man. Can you do it? What? Okay. What's 5 plus 5?
10.
Appreciate it. The next call on. That's how it is.
585. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name. Where you calling from?
This is Charles. How y'all doing this evening, Captain?
What's up, Charles?
Hey, I just had a quick question because not that caller, but it was the caller before that wanted to. He was like talking about skin tone and whatnot.
The white man.
Yeah, and he had a long, quote unquote, elaborate conversation with you before Cap got on, and then Cap just got right to the point where you gave him a lot of time. But I did have a real question.
I was just
like
Cap pulled up. Go ahead, though.
Two questions.
I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, I think somebody else was just talking. Like the charts, the lost tribes and everything. So I kind of get what that guy was trying to say. He was trying to go with skin tones and this and that. So you know how an Asian man is called a certain type of name. So a guy in Thailand would be that same Asian type of name, but he just live in a different land, correct? Because like how do we, like Cambodians and Laos, those would all be under that one branch of that, correct?
Right, but like for example, they also know, you know what I'm saying, where they migrated from. They also know if they migrated from China or if they migrated from Japan. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't start off on the island of Laos. They didn't start off in Vietnam. They didn't start off in North and South Korea. They started off in the mainland and then they started to branch out. You know what I'm saying? So they know their origins, but collectively, yes, that would be their extended family.
Got you. And see, I think that's the problem that everybody don't look at, where the base come from and then where it went after the fact, after migration and whatnot. Because like I said, you guys teach it all the time. You could be in one place and not be from that place, but that's not your lineage. That's not where you come from. So I just wanted to call in on that because he was really hitting that about dark skin and then y'all got on the tanning or Italian women and looking like baked chicken and whatnot, and it don't really matter. It doesn't matter who you come from and what tribe you come from.
So check me out. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather's from Puerto Rico. My dad was born in New York. I was born in New York. Now I'm in Texas. You know what I'm saying? At what point did I stop being Puerto Rican?
Yeah, exactly. That's just like saying you closer to Mexican because you close to the border just because you live in Texas, but you came from New York and your people from Puerto Rico.
If I went to the moon, would I be a Moonanite? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You'll still be Captain Contazar.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? The landmass does not determine who you are. Your ethnicity does. But it just so happens that there's specific ethnic groups inside of certain demographics.
I got you. All right. I appreciate the breakdown, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Anytime.
All right, brothers.
All right, shalom. Phone lines are wide open. You know what I'm saying? 917-779-9999. Yo.
Captain Contazar, I got
I can't hear you. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Hear you loud and clear.
You
sound a little low though.
I have a Yusuf Parker.
There you go.
That asked a 2-part question and it gave a donation on Facebook. The first part is, how do we speak correctly to the Most High when we pray? And the second part is, once we have finished thanking him for like saying grace, how are we supposed to end the prayer?
Captain?
You got it, Contazar. He asked you, man.
He asked me?
Yeah, he said Contazar got superstar question. He was talking to you, man.
So it's not necessarily as if how we're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But Christ said, this is how we pray. And then he proceeded to say the Our Father. You know what I'm saying? Like me myself, you know what I'm saying? If I usually say something like Barakah Yahweh Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Like how you decide to pray. This is what it comes down to with the prayers, right? You don't want to do something in the capacity of like vain babbling, rambling on, or repeating the same thing over and over again. Like, I need a car, 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 like the Christians do. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they pray for nothing but gain and repeat it over and over again as if God didn't hear you the first time. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know how to pray, man, start with the Our Father. And as time goes on, man, you could literally talk to the Lord, man.
Also, too, I'll give a scripture with this 1 Timothy 2:8. It says, I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. So you'll notice if you see us in the school when we're praying, we'll say, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwith Ka. So we're doing our hands like that. And when it says without wrath and doubting, you can't come to the Lord angry. You can't come doubting. You got to actually have faith. I ain't never prayed to the Most High because I couldn't do it. I just prayed to the Most High because I was going to do it and I wanted his blessing so I can go out and conquer. And then after the prayer, at the end of the prayer, we say Thawada Aman, which means so be it, meaning if the Lord wanted to be done. So now I'm going to go out and do it. And if the Lord wanted to be done, it'll be so. If the Lord don't want it done, it'll be so. It's just that simple. All right. Was that the only question?
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to Yusuf again for sending more stars. We appreciate it.
Yes. Shout to Yusuf. Contazar, did you have anything?
You know what I want to do, Cat?
I sent a video to Cross the Line Radio Gmail.
I want to do that. I want to play that video.
Wait. What you was gonna say first, man?
I'll tell you later. We gotta talk about that later. I was gonna talk about
saw the video. You saw the video?
No, I didn't see the video, but
so why do you want to play it before we get into what you wanted to say?
I got something else too. I got me and Officer Malaki, you know what I'm saying? Lock, aka Lock. We got a new track.
Lock. Yeah, I like Lock.
We got a new track. I don't know if y'all ready for that.
Are you gonna play a song? We got somebody in the chat.
Do we, or is that the video?
Oh, that's the video. Now I want to preface this video, right? Because I did not know. I'm gonna tell you when Jenna Hyman was talking about it today. I did not know that Clay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion was gonna like dominate the week,
brother. Cap, like when I tell you, like I didn't think this was a big thing. And then and then all of a sudden it's like you should teach that on Monday's class. Like this matters. Like this is crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't even talking about these women in the world. I'm talking about you Israelite bitches. You Israelite bitches, boy. Yeah, the demon that came out of it, boy. The demon. Listen, when I say the demon came out of these Israelite, pure righteous as the driven snow sisters, the demon came, like your selfishness came out. I made a post and I said, this the hill y'all want to die on. And the reason why I said that post, because Megan has been with about 10 niggas. There's this meme. It's like Megan on a couch bent over. And it's like all the niggas that tap that ass.
Yeah.
Diabolical.
And he was the last one with flowers.
Yeah. Oh, so they thought. That nigga said, nah, she for sport.
Right.
They thought Clay was Russell Wilson. The problem, I'm gonna tell you, it ain't that Clay wasn't Russell Wilson. It's just that Meg Thee Stallion wasn't Sierra. You think about that. Like Sierra went from Future to Russell, but she didn't act the way with Russell that she did with Future. With Future's the bitch twerking. She on the top of cars. She doing all type of dancing and freaking off. She got with Russell. She know Russell ain't like that. So she actually changed her ways so that Russell would stay with her. Shit, she put that thing on Russell. So how Russell said, Future's son is my son. Diabolical. I'll take care of him now. Whereas Meg got with Clay, but Meg was still Meg. Let me tell you something, man. You know who I like? What's the girl? Glorilla.
Yeah, Glow.
Wait, let me tell you something. let me tell you. I don't believe that Glorilla is the person that she is when she raps.
Nah, she not. She had a secret baby.
Because Glorilla got with a basketball player. Oh, that bitch is soft now. She ain't even hard. She don't even seem as hard. You know what Glorilla seem to be turning into? A young lady.
Hey, that's why her music's not hitting.
You know what I'm saying? Like Glorilla got with I forget which basketball player she would. Y'all let me know in the chat. Like, I ain't saying she's still an artist. So she still make the music that she makes. And what y'all got to understand with these entertainers ain't living the life that they live. It's all entertainment. You can't be listening to their rap song and believe that they living with their rap song. But there was a video of Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson at some little special event. Looked like it was
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, Glorilla got with Brandon Ingram. Oh, that bitch ain't Glorilla no round. That bitch is Gloria.
In the words
Gloria, hallelujah.
That bitch is Gloria, hallelujah. I got Brandon.
Hallelujah.
That's what listen, she's showing Glorilla is showing Brandon. I appreciate you. That's what Glorilla is showing to Brandon. Meg Thee Stallion is showing Clay, you just another nigga. I'm about to twerk this ass. I'm about to shake this ass. And you know how many bitches can twerk and cook? I don't know if y'all know. Cooking ain't really. I mean, listen. I know y'all like to use that phrase.
Cooking with fire.
This is a good cut for you Israelite bitches. I know y'all like that phrase, making biscuits from scratch, but I'm not impressed by that shit. You know how many bitches can make a biscuit from scratch and she's a hoe? That shit is not special no more. I'm sorry. I know you Israelite sisters. I can make biscuits from scratch. Ask her if she listens. Ask her, listen, I made an oil called Obedience. That bitch do not sell Kadazai. Hell yeah, I'm serious. I made an oil called Obedience. Only Omar's wife. Shout out to Omar's wife. Omar's been a loyal brother on the Car Chronicles and Cross the Line Radio. His wife, she's obedient. I bought that bitch to the Passover. I came home with obedience. So biscuits from scratch is not special, Akim. Please don't fall. Listen, when you brothers created that, can she make biscuits from scratch? You helped the demon. Because all I gotta do is make biscuits from scratch. I ain't even gotta listen. Oh, I could do that shit. What, I need some flour? It's a water. It's a butter. Let me churn this shit. She churning. That motherfucker churning. Soon as you say, hey, don't post that. You can't tell me what I can't post. Don't wear that. You can't tell me what I can't wear. Don't support that. You can't tell me what I don't support. This sister ain't in the school. Don't talk to her no more. You can't tell me who I can't talk to. When a brother leaves this school and the brothers find out, we cut the brother off. We don't talk to the brother. When a sister gets kicked out the school for some disobedience she did, them bitches still talk to her. Salakia. Do you have? Well, I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't want to shout Bezos out tonight. I did not want to shout Bezos out. But I was writing the orders down today. So while I was in class in General Hyman's teacher class, I'm writing the orders down that I have to make. And yes, Bezos did buy obedience. Shout out to your pa. Your pa did like obedience too. But you motherfuckers is the small percentage. You ain't put a dent in it. Obedience don't sell, even with you two motherfuckers buying obedience. Obedience still didn't sell. So I would not have mentioned that. Now I'm about to cut Bezos and your pa because they want internet glory. They should have rested in their femininity. Kadazar, should they not have rested in their femininity?
I'm staying
and not said nothing? Oh my God. They should have rested. Bezos should not have told the internet, I bought listen, General Hyman said they were selfish right there. She gonna let you know. Listen, Bezos said, I'm about to leave these bitches right now. I bought obedience. Don't put me in that category with them. Your pie. I'm obedient. Listen, they gonna text me after this shit is over. Why you had to put me on Front Street? That's what I do. So now with this whole Clay Thompson thing,
wow,
the wildest, man. You see who my generals are? Shit, man. So now, before I play the video, do you got that video? Can you find that video of Meg Thee Stallion showing her ass out when they was at that gala? Can you see if you can find that video?
You know she was on WAP with Cardi B.
Listen, let me tell you something. Well, if I was her, I would never perform WAP because she clearly don't got no WAP.
That's not how she got the ring.
That WAP ain't working. And let me tell you ladies something. You can have WAP, but you're not gonna get a man that's gonna rock with you because you got WAP. If you leading with WAP, you're saying I have nothing else. And they gonna come. Listen, the brothers, the fellas, they gonna come and get your WAP. But they're never taking WAP and putting a ring on it. They're never taking WAP and saying, I'm gonna be loyal to you. They never saying WAP is what's gonna keep me. It's just not gonna work. There's a phrase. They say, I want a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. You ever heard that phrase? Yeah, you want that freak in the bed. But you want a lady in the streets.
Who said Luda?
Right?
Y'all crazy.
Ashar Gapon said it. Now, did you find a video yet? Come on, man. Damn, Ashar usually a little quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that.
In this video, Megan is the opposite. Megan said, man, I'm a freak outside too. And Clay is a square. Like Clay ain't the. Oh, yeah, this is video here. Clay look like a damn goofball. First of all, Clay. That's how you can tell. Listen. When they told me Clay got with Meg, I said, that's peculiar. How the hell did that? I thought it was a PR stunt. I did not even think that it was real, that Clay and Meg was actually together. Shout out Ashley Williams. I could not remember the sister's name. Ashley Williams has been buying in obedience and has been asking me for a gallon of obedience. Can you play this video? Play this video. Goofball. You can tell he out of his league. Look. no, that ain't really a good one because she was louder than this. There's another one where she's real louder than this. And so now, what I want to show you, I want to play this video that goes right on because this is where who's the number one supporter and spy against black women? Who knows? The number one supporter and spy against black women.
White women.
This entity is both at the same time, not white women. That ain't specific. Bezos is right. Gays.
Oh, I don't think about them.
Yeah, you don't. But I'm gonna tell you something. Because and it's not wrong that you don't cut this out because of course gays ain't really in our paradigm. But black women so stupid. I want y'all to listen to this gay nigga.
I thought it would have been them because of the feminism. Because like the white women,
women,
yeah, they use black women in to push their agendas.
That's true. But in this agenda here, the reason why this agenda doesn't fit a white women is because white women ain't trying to slide in and take the black man. They damn near already got the black man. But there is somebody that thinks that this is an opportunity to slide in and bash black men. And that's the gay niggas. Can you play the video, please?
It is now
before you play it. But if y'all got any, if anybody on the line, I don't know if anybody on the line, but if y'all want to join, the phone line is open 917-779. What is it? 917. There we go. 779-9499. Or you can click the link to join. Now I want y'all to play it. This is what a gay nigga decided to do on the heels of Klay Thompson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has now come to the time that we have a conversation. I have been saying for years on this show that black men need to have a conversation, black men alone. We have got to figure out what is going on with us. This is not something that black women can help us with. This conversation does not include black women. Black women stand down and stand to the side. Black men need to have a kumbaya amongst themselves, and I'm a niche this out a little more. And it's heterosexual black men. I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this, but I'm gonna say it out loud with my
Come on now, I need you to stick with me on this one. Just stay there. He said bring it back a little bit because we need to see who he's about. This is a gay man, right? Matter of fact, bring it back to the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has now come to the time that we have a conversation. I've been saying for years on this show.
And this is where black people rely too much on the entertainment industry for their relationship. So because Clay and Megan broke up, it's making us, they're making it seem like we got to now reevaluate relationships because Meg and Clay broke up. As if you hung your hat on that relationship. If you hung your hat on that relationship, that says a lot about you. But what gay men wouldn't have cared who it was. As long as it was any celebrity that broke up, a gay man is going to come in. And you know the crazy part about it is,
we got to call a cat. Slakia.
But just say this statement.
Yes,
the crazy thing about it is the gay man want another straight man. The gay man wants a man. The gay man does not want a woman. The gay man wants a man, but he's telling women that we got to have a real conversation about men. I'll go ahead and pause it so we can bring the caller on. You good? I'm calling into Kadazar.
Khan. 323. You're on the air with Cross Line Radio. State your name, where you're calling from. Hey, Michelle. Cat.
Kadazar, you got to put the branded bridge on the screen.
Hold on. I think it's because we got two open at the same time. That's
there
why.
You go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. We locked in. Go ahead, sis.
Okay. There was a caller the other day on Captain's Chronicles, and he was talking about the fallen angels, you know, in Genesis 6. I'm not calling about that, but you did mention, you know, how you was telling him that it was just Adam and Eve and Cain, and of course Cain left and got his wife from, you know, the other place, the other nations, and then his son was Seth. My question was, where did Seth get his wife? It just kind of, you know, after I was thinking about,
I understand.
Yeah.
So, when you look at Genesis, the first chapter, when mankind was created, like Adam already has a mother and father. That's why he says, for this cause, man shall leave mother and father and cleave unto his wife. So Adam got somebody from his tribe. So in Genesis, the second chapter, when he says he closed up the flesh thereof, are you familiar with that scripture?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Right. That closing up the flesh means I only get someone from my tribe or my family. Like, you know how the children of Israel can only marry inside the children of Israel.
Right.
Because our flesh is closed. So Eve was from Adam's tribe. Seth's wife was also from Adam's tribe.
Got you. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I was like, well, it was just, okay. Then the other question, that leads me into Noah and how after they came off the ark, it was only them, the 8. And, you know, they repopulated.
So now that's very easy. So now you got 4 men, 4 women.
Right.
The sons, as they would marry their wives and produce children, their children is the ones that would intermingle with each other, because that's not unlawful.
Okay, that's what I figured. But then, of course, in the law, you know, it says,
well, cousins are not unlawful.
Oh.
But don't go mess up your family reunion.
Yeah.
No.
But
I mean, I'm
so
personally
remember, the family is small back then.
Right.
So
exactly.
As they're reproducing, it is unlawful for a sister and brother, but it is not unlawful for a cousin and a cousin.
I thought I saw that in the law, though. Maybe I'm misseeing.
Not a cousin.
Leviticus? Okay.
No, you can't. If you marry to a woman, you can't marry a sister. Of course, father and daughter, mother and daughter, uncle and daughter, aunt, all of those things are unlawful, but cousins are not unlawful.
Okay. Those were my 2 questions. Can I ask one more question?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. I listened to you. Well, it's you and General Mahiman, I think it is. Yeah.
Yes.
You both talked about birthdays. Not birthdays, I'm sorry. Well, it's kind of like birthdays. Death. You mourn for a certain period of time, and then that's it. And you know how people like to, Christians especially, they, after the people die, you know, the aunt died, mother died, they're still celebrating their birthday, having birthday parties, going to the park. What's the scripture that shows, you know, you just mourn and that's it? All this still carry on birthdays 10 years later, you know?
Oh, that's in Ecclesiasticus. Let me see if I can find it for you. Find this one. I know it's in Ecclesiasticus. Let me check 30. Check 1. Let me check this word. Give me 1 second, sis. I'm just going to search.
Thank you.
Quite welcome. I'm just searching for it.
Dum, 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 dum.
No, that's not it. It's not at 22. No. Did I? You said what? What is it you look for then? Oh, my nigga. Look at Malakwa. Shout out to Malakwa out of Houston. It's Ecclesiasticus 38 and 16. It says, my son, let the tears fall down over the dead and begin to lament, as if thou hast suffered great harm thyself, and then cover his body according to the custom and neglect not his burial. So that's what you do during the time of losing a loved one. Verse 17, weep bitterly and make great moan and use lamentation. Like, this counters when they say you got to sing a song and you got to be, celebrate, you're going to celebrate his death. You don't get over it that way. It says, as he is worthy, that a day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of, and then comfort thyself for thy heaviness. For of heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength. And affliction, also sorrow, remaineth. And the life of the poor is the curse of the heart. Take no heaviness to heart. This is the part where you drive it. It says, drive it away, and remember the last end. Forget it not, for there is no turning again. Thou shalt do him no good, but hurt thyself. The forget it not, for there is no turning again. That's where you don't need to have these celebrations of his unaliving. Because then what happens is those same memories of losing your loved one would come up. And it might bring you back into that same sorrow, bring you back into that same depression. You have to drive it away because you're alive. So that's the scripture that you would use. Ecclesiasticus 38:16-21. The water Malakwa.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys.
No sweat.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
You too. Shalom.
That was on the call.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep the phone open just in case. If y'all could just mute me on there, cut it out. That way I don't.
Cut okay. Oh, we got another caller.
Oh, okay, good.
646. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name, where you're calling from. Let me try to mute and unmute him. 646 363 646 363.
I'm here.
Okay,
you hear me?
Yeah, it's our system sometimes. You got it though. What's happening, man?
What's up, man? This your man from Staten Island, from Port Richmond, baby. What's going on,
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm enjoying the show tonight, man. I like the topic. I just want to make a comment, man.
Mm.
I'm over here watching y'all. I'm peeking at the game and shit. I seen this gay guy talking about what black men need to do, and I wanted to ask y'all brothers, as far as the Bible says, a lot of the things that the internet is revealing about society, as far as everybody having a platform, and it scares me, the shit that I see, man. It's like people are consumed with a celebrity relationship that has nothing to do with you, and it's not even factual. You know what I'm saying? I had people tell me they want a relationship like Barack and Michelle Obama, but I'm trying to explain that's the show. You know what I mean? You don't know what these people is really doing. And I wanted to ask y'all brothers, does the Bible prophesize about this? Did it predict what you see in America today, as far as America and the world goes? I just want to say another thing. Back in the days, I went up to One West, and I saw this brother. He's put. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is around when Malcolm X came out, and I was looking for.
Well, you couldn't have seen One West with Malcolm X.
No,
Malcolm X died before One West.
No, listen. What I'm saying is, I was looking for Food of Islam, and I came to One West by accident. But I came and I listened to the class or whatever. This brother was up there, and he was showing himself walking across hot coals. I don't know his name, but I want to see if y'all was affiliated.
Might be talking about Head Priest Shire.
That sounds like he's walking on nails, and he had long wavy hair.
Head Priest Shire did that.
He had long wavy hair, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right,
Head Priest Shire used to do that. He was hardcore like that.
This was 1995, man. So it's just funny.
It was like Head Priest Shire was one of the brothers. He was in charge of a lot of the training and stuff like that. So he could have been the one that did it.
Nah, but it's just it's full circle, man. I'm gonna listen to y'all brothers.
Man, you all over the place. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm all over the place, man. But I'm enjoying the show. I'm gonna get off the phone, man. But I'm enjoying the show, man. You got a lot of good knowledge.
Hey, you smoke weed? Hey, you smoke weed?
I used to a lot. I stopped though.
You stopped? Why you say a lot?
No, you just smoke a lot of weed. It's like it's amazing.
Oh, you said a lot. I thought you said a lot.
Cat, man, have some mercy on Staten Island.
For mercy.
You hear what this man saying? This man has been all over the place. I'm gonna have mercy.
I'm just messing.
Make sure you
with
say
y'all,
thank
man.
you, Captain.
But
I appreciate what y'all brothers do. I'm enjoying the show. I'm gonna get up the line, man. Peace and love to the gods. Peace, baby.
Hey, shalom, brother. But just to respond to what you said, man, you know what I'm saying, as far as your initial question, there's a reason why the scripture says be not deceived. You know what I'm saying? Especially with everybody having a damn voice, everybody having a podcast, everybody, you know what I'm saying, all this misinformation. That's what we're really in right now. We're in an age of misinformation. And as well as even when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, being sober-minded, which even though, you know what I'm saying, what you say, you quit smoking weed, you know what I'm saying, a while back, you got to be sober-minded. You got to be focused in. You got to be laser-focused on what really matters in life. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things and the ways that, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures prophesied about these things that would be happening, you know what I'm saying, which is why it's so important to find that narrow path. We need more people from Staten Island to come in the truth. Shout out to Staten Island. Shout out to my cousin Pito in Mariners Harbor. What were you saying, Cap?
Hey, is the caller still on the line?
We got another phone line. Another caller.
All right, before that caller call in, right?
Yes, sir.
I need y'all to take what I'm about to say, make a clip out of it, and send it to this nigga. There's a cat named Big Homie CC, right? Big Homie CC, he's a big nigga. Guess what? I don't know what the fuck he is. He be on Real Life Street Stars. He be with 6 or 7 up. But the nigga think he's smart on the Bible. I done had like 4 or 5 people come to me and say, Cap, yo, the man said your name, said your name, said your name. Let me tell you something, big homie. You're supposed to say my name because I'm that nigga. But you can't do shit to me. So if you want to debate, we can debate. I'm not ducking you. You got my number. You could have contacted me. You already got my number. We've been corresponding. So I need somebody to send him this to tell him he ain't shit on the Bible. I will smoke you. If you got heart, somebody take that clip and send it to this dumb nigga. All right? All right, we can go to the next caller now.
Con. 313-412. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name, where you calling from.
What's up, Caps? This Tez from Detroit.
What's up, man?
What's the deal? Hey, I was wondering.
I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up, big homie. Go ahead, though.
No, I was trying to hit you up, Captain Cosazar, to ask you, is it something I can hit you up about Tribe Vibes?
Yeah, absolutely, man. What's you need to get onboarded? You got a problem logging in? What's up?
Yeah, I got a problem logging in.
Onboarding is crazy work.
Cap, stop it, man.
Man said you need to get onboarded.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. Text this number. This is the actual service line for what do you call it? For Tribe Vibes. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll fix that at the end of the show. All right.
All right, no problem. So this number I just called.
Yeah. So text this number and then we'll go from there. It's 862.
Oh shit, hold on. 862
235
235
0614. Text that number.
0614. All right, bad. And then I wanted to tell y'all a quick story real fast. So if I could do that, that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you could do that. Get down.
All right, so I've been listening to y'all for a minute. I found out that I'm actually Mexican. I've lived black my whole life. I thought I was black. I'm actually Mexican.
Yo, somebody clip that.
That man said, I thought I was black. I found out I'm Mexican.
Yeah, so I went to the doctor. I'm checking out the doctor. So this white lady checking me out. And she like, my first name is Cortez. So she checking me out. She like, have you ever listened to the song Cortez the Killer? So I'm like, nah. So I'm like, but I know about Hernan Cortez. And she was like, and she like turned red and she started laughing. And she's like, he's a badass. He's a badass. And I'm like, I'm looking at her crazy. And she was like, well, she kind of like seen my face, and she looked at me like, well, he didn't do that to you, your people. He did that to the natives in Mexico. And I looked at her like, them is my people. Like, what are you talking about? Stupid. But it kind of messed me up. And y'all gonna have me like radical out here, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen.
No.
There you go. Come on.
Hey, where you from?
Here's how you be radical.
Detroit.
You said Detroit?
Yeah, I checked in with Captain Hadar. I checked in.
You in the class?
I pulled up to one class. I've been online though. I've been watching online.
Okay, I was about to say, because you ain't radical till you in here. In here, we do. In ISUBK, we do what the fuck we want to do.
Yeah, like slamming Qurans in front of the halal truck.
That's it. I don't know nobody radical except ISUBK. I don't. Everybody else want to compromise and do all type of sweet, fruity shit. In here, we're radical. Throw Africans out. Listen, like Shayala, listen, if I could, this nigga is the most famous Afro in the world. That's like Shayala. I just want to say that first. I said, hey man, scoop him up and get him out of the way. Aisha heard it. Listen, Aisha heard it and scooped him up. Fuck me up. Listen, Aisha scooped this Hamite up so good, I forgot I gave the order. I'm like, damn, Aisha. Hey. and I was like, oh shit. That's not, when y'all watch that video of Aisha scooping that Hamite up, that is not a part of this set. That's not a part of the script. That was the wildest shit ever. So if you want to be radical, you gotta be it. Yeah. Listen, and that's the danger. Let me tell you something. For you brothers that outrank brothers, be careful of the orders you give. Because the men under you gonna fight. Aisha couldn't wait. What the fuck you say? You said scoop this nigga up? Okay, I got it. Oh. He's like, Kevin, knock it up. Helping that nigga, man.
He really was like, not to Zab. I thought we were cool. I'm gonna sample that and put that in a song, yo. That's gonna start off our next track.
Somebody asked why we kicked him out. We kicked him out because he wanted to save the white woman. He stopped us from kicking the white woman out the Passover. We wasn't even sure of this Hamite. He was trying to we were straddling, maybe he can come in, maybe he can't. But yeah, we were gonna let him stay. But once he jumped in front of the white woman, he had to go.
Right. But no, another thing. Oh my bad.
We looked back and she was dancing. She didn't care about him. She forgot about him completely. She was dancing.
Anything else, young man?
Yeah. So that I just wanted to say real fast. So when I pulled the class out the class, Captain Hadar, man, he made me take some food. Like he would not let me leave until I took some food, man.
Yeah, man. We about this brotherhood, this real life. That's my nigga. You know, Hadar is the author of Call Gas clothing line. When y'all see listening is an art, let that sizzle in your spirit. Hadar is making them shirts. Your brother made me a One West hat. The only reason I didn't wear it because that shit make me look like a Grim Reaper or something. But I'm gonna wear it one day. I'm gonna wear it in the Car Chronicles so y'all can see it.
But no, I appreciate
Anything
that.
else?
I'm gonna tap in with you, Captain.
No,
Hey, but don't bullshit about getting up under Hadar though.
Facts.
No, I got you. You already said you was gonna beat me up next time you see me.
You fucking right. Beat you right into. I'm gonna beat you in the truth. That's gonna be a new shirt. I'll beat you in the truth.
That's like that skit when you slapped old buddy into the truth.
Yeah, listen, I slap niggas in the truth. Get that video. I slap niggas in the truth. In case y'all forgot.
Oh, with money bag.
A whole white woman. Yeah, I slapped that nigga into the truth.
No, that's all I wanted though. Appreciate y'all.
No sweat.
Yep, no sweat out. Also, too, man, I got booked. I'm gonna be in LA May 10th. I'm gonna be in LA May 10th to the 11th. So far, those are only 2 days. But I might be. Can y'all take the branded bridge off? I don't want to hear myself.
Oh, we got another caller.
Oh, we got another call. Before you do that, then.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be in LA May 10th. I'm gonna be sitting with the Christian Bryce Crawford.
Oh, you pulled that off?
Yeah, I try to tell everybody I'm that nigga.
You know,
Commander Jenny Hunter gave me the call. Listen, you know it's something when Asha just got off the seat and dabbed me. Commander Jenny Hunter gave me this ability. I just want y'all to know. So all the trash talking I do, I'm authorized by the Most High, Yahweh Shai, Commander Jenny Hunter. I'm authorized. Yeah, so I'm gonna be sitting with. I think the actual interview is May 11th, but I'm getting there Sunday, May 10th. So y'all know me. I'm gonna try to work and politic and do other work while I'm out there. But yeah, I'm gonna be out there May 10th.
I think he had just had a kid or got married or something, but he was supposed to be the number 2.
He was supposed to sit down with Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Roman Catholic. What's his name? The Voice of Reason.
Yeah.
Hey yo, I don't know about Melchizedek, but what I do know is I'm hungry. I need to get something to eat. Yo, when Kadazar bought up Melchizedek,
yo, Cap,
this nigga turned into a diabetic.
He keep telling me he gonna send me that footage. He won't send it.
That's fucking crazy, yo. I'm speaking of, I need to download the footage he sent me, man. Yeah, he sent me some footage.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, y'all saw some behind the scenes shit. Whatever you like, sir.
Yeah, play this video.
We're going out here, man, bringing the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. Look at this goddamn clown, man. What you call yourself doing out here, man?
Oh, shit. You know, me and my wife. Oh, man.
White? Oh, Most High's gonna kill your ass.
Oh, kill your ass.
Big man blessed us.
What's your nationality, Miss Lady? You white? Yeah, I'm white. Lost ass niggas, man. Give me Deuteronomy, man. Give me Deuteronomy 7 chapter, man. 73, man. Read on.
Do not intermarry. Do not give your son to their daughters, or your daughters to their sons.
Right? Shut your goddamn mouth, man. This goddamn
You got a nigga go take it off.
Read again for this goddamn mouth, man. Chapter 7,
Why we choke the shit out of him?
I told you to kill your ass. Try with this goddamn peck of wood. Your daughters to their sons.
I ain't know which way you gonna run. I choke the shit out of that nigga.
Give him that garment.
We gave him the garment. What you mean? We gave him the garment, man.
And the rest of them.
You said what? Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a dog. That's a dog mom's belt. That's his belt.
That was amazing.
Take the next caller.
Yes.
602-465. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name, where you're calling from.
You almost like
Hey, Shalom, Captain Katazar, Captain Tazariak. Hey, Shalom and Salakia, because you know I did kind of come in hot. I did kind of come in hot at first, like a Little Caesar pizza. So that's my bad. But yeah, that was funny. I did like the skit and everything like that. I wanted specifically to ask. Yeah, I know Captain Katazar, sir. So I wanted to ask Captain Katazar. I know you had the book coming out. If you can just please, because here's the thing, I'm on the West Coast, and I've been getting a lot of flack from our Hispanic brothers and sisters. So the thing is, if you can give me 2 inserts from your new book, you don't got to give me the whole pie. Just give me 2 quick inserts to prove that the so-called Latino man from the tribes are brothers and sisters. So, if I may, sir.
What tribe specifically?
Well, where I'm at, it's a lot of Mexican people.
Okay. Well, the new book is about King James. It's not about Issacharites. I have a book that's called Issachar, son of Jacob. You can get the Kindle version.
Don't do me like that, Cap. Don't do me like that, Cap.
I'm not doing you like nothing, brother. I'm just letting you know that if you want to get the information, it's in the book. But I'm gonna give you some information right now. But I'm just telling you how to keep it handy if you want. Damn, I can't do no promotion. Damn, they don't want me selling books, Cap. But there's a handful of things, right? One, you can go and you can look up somebody by the name of Diego Duran. Diego Duran was a friar, and he lived amongst the so-called Mexican Indians. And when he translated their oral traditions and when he studied them, he determined that, you know what I'm saying, they were Israelites from the lost tribe. You also have Bartholomew de la Casa. He was another person, quote unquote, of the cloth, so-called cloth of that time, you know what I'm saying, who studied the natives of that land and said these people are of the lost tribes of the nation of Israel. So you can look up both of them and you'll be able to get sources. Also, Montezuma himself said that they came from the east, said that they crossed the Atlantic. Now you asked for 2, I gave you 3, even though you didn't want me to promote my book.
No,
I'm just messing with you, man.
I know you are. I know you are, Captain Katazar, sir. No, the thing is, I'm on my phone, so I did have a slight delay. So I wasn't giving no flack. Salakia, sir. I apologize, sir. I really appreciate it. And I saw Bezos and them up in there talking about the goddamn LaFraud. Say, yo, that nigga, fraud. So, shalom to everybody. I love everybody. Captain Katazar, I really appreciate that, sir. I'm gonna study up. Of course, I appreciate the Cap. Ashan Gapar, AG, right next to Cap. And I forgot the other brother name because I know he be in the background with the big fro. What's that brother name? Ashaya Allah.
Yep.
So shalom to that brother too. I love all y'all brothers. Thank you for taking my Jones, Captain Katazar. I appreciate you,
no
sir.
sweat.
Thank you.
Much love. And to the brother who I gave the number to, I ain't see no text yet on that line. We got one more caller.
He said, "Thank you for taking my Jones." Jesus Christ!
You want to take the last caller?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He said, "Thank you for taking my Jones," though.
585-280.
That's diabolical. Omar, that's crazy work.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Who's this?
My name's Anthony. I have a specific question. Well, a few questions, but I'll make it fast. It won't be too long-winded. The first one, I keep I'm just scrolling casually through Instagram, and I keep running into a lot of Christians that there's 2 things on this Christian topic where one, they keep saying that I guess Christ himself is God, like the Father, and the second one is that we're able to eat pork now since Christ came back and died on the cross, I guess. So I guess we're able to eat pork now, and I've been debating.
Where it say you can eat pork because he died?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm trying to get the answers from the knowledgeable ones, and
I ain't seen that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So what about the Christ is God subject?
Where does it say Christ is God in the Bible?
Okay. I'm just asking. I just wanted, at least confirmation that I'm not like spewing bull to the world or telling people false things. I thought I was, tripping or something.
Hey, brother, you not, but the reason why Captain Zark trying to teach you a valuable lesson, you know what I'm saying, and that's let Christians prove things, because they say things with audacity and authority, but really they can't prove that. And you being sincere and honest and wanting to be able to, to teach people, even though you should not be teaching the damn soul until you pass your officer's test, want to know. You know what I'm saying? So what he's trying to teach you is, where is it? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, I tell you what, I know the Christian don't know.
I've been doing the.
Yeah, but, hey, go to John. Hey, go to John 17:3. You got a Bible app with you?
I got my Bible. I have my Bible, but if I open it up on my phone, it'll probably make my phone move slower. So I just pull out my Bible.
Yeah, go to John 17:3.
Is the KJV fine?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we read.
Okay. You said John 17.
Yeah, John 17 verse 3.
1 second.
Let me know when you get there.
Okay, I'm almost there. 2 seconds. Okay, John 17 verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And this life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent.
So who did Christ say was the only true God?
The Father.
Shalom. Now, what you'll do is you'll have the Christian try to wiggle around. Well, Christ said that before this or before that. One thing Christ didn't do was Christ didn't lie.
Okay.
I got a debate this Saturday, 9 o'clock, on is the Trinity logical? And you're going to see how stupid that shit is. Fucking dumb.
I got
shit
that
on the
notified
phone.
to my phone.
You say what?
I got that set up for notifications to my phone, so when you go live,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but there's no verse that say when Christ died you could eat pork.
Okay. And as for just I guess entertaining these people in my comments, just don't entertain them and don't teach them because
When you say in your comments, what you mean?
Okay, so at first I wasn't one of them people to comment on things that I seen on social media at all.
Right.
And I just kept seeing the same two things of we're able to eat pork and Christ is God, and I'm like, it ended up bothering me. So I ended up saying something, and for the last maybe week or so, I've been just like going back and forth biblically, but they keep talking to me using their actual words, but they're not showing me no verses in the Bible. So I'm like, let me go to somebody I know actually knows what they're talking about, because I don't want to go to a Christian church and learn the wrong thing.
Well, I would advise you, above all, is to get in class. That's what I would advise you. Before none of us have been authorized to teach until you pass the officer's test in the Israelite School of UPK. So that's what I would advise you. And then you'll be trained on how to deal with these nutbags that say Christ said this or Christ said that.
And what is the officer's test? I'm just, just
where you
trying to
from?
get knowledge on New York.
Are you from New York? You from my city? Nigga, come to class. We got class 2279 3rd Ave, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9.
Oh, I'm upstate though. I'm upstate. But
where at in upstate? Like Albany? Like where at?
Rochester.
Rochester. That's Rochester. Let me get a number to call. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm going to put it in my phone right now. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. That number is 315.
Okay.
200 6788.
Okay. And what is his name?
The brother that answers, you say, hey, Captain Desariak said to call you to get in class.
Okay.
The most important part is that you call a number.
Boom. I got it saved in here. So
there you go. Appreciate it.
Not tomorrow, but like sometime when I get free and I got an open schedule to be able to talk and set up a time, I'll be able to call them.
Yeah, setting up that shit sounds weird. You can hang up and call him right now and leave him a message for him to call you back.
Oh, so I didn't. It's 12 o'clock where I'm at, so I didn't know if that.
I don't give a fuck. Listen, brother, we if you call him right now, the beautiful thing about phones, They got voicemail and text message. Let's say if he don't answer, you could text him and say, Captain Tazariak said they call you about class.
Okay.
That's how you know if it's serious or not.
Okay. I was just being respectful. I didn't want to call anybody's phone that late.
Listen, man, it ain't no disrespect to call about this truth. We signed up for this shit out.
We 24/7, man.
365.
You dig? 366 in a leap year.
More available than the U.S. Post Office.
I got one more thing I want to say before,
I feel like it's too easy for me and you to throw each other alley-oops, Cap.
That's years of fucking camaraderie, man.
Go ahead, brother. What were you gonna ask?
Oh no, is there any version of the Bible that isn't like readable or not readable, but you know what I mean? Like, you know how they got the King James version? You guys said that this is the one we should be reading. Let's just say the NIV or things like the standard base versions or stuff like that. Like, where does the line get drawn?
We're KJV 1611. I mean, if you could have other versions that you read. I mean, I got the damn Sumerian, you know what I'm saying, version, but that's not the standard as far as the translation is concerned.
So the KJV is
1611. That is the go-to.
So it has to say 1611 on the side.
So you could get a KJV or authorized KJV, and you can buy an Apocrypha, you know what I'm saying, which is the 14 books that was removed from the Bible. If you have a 1611, then those 14 books will be adjoined with the Old Testament.
So what about the Book of Enoch? Is that irrelevant
Garbage.
or is it relevant?
Garbage.
Okay. Oh, I never dwelled in it. I was just asking.
Comic book.
Yeah, it was a lot of it was a lot of fairy tale stories and
In
goblins and all this stuff.
If I wrote a book called KJ Verified and I explained why we don't read the Book of Enoch in there.
Okay, where's that book?
I'll be dropping that link soon.
I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I think that's it. Any other further questions? I'll probably wait till next time y'all live or something. And
No sweat, brother. Good talking to you.
all right, I appreciate you, man.
Likewise.
Have a blessed night.
You too. Shalom. Kev, I got 2 more callers. It's balls in your court. What you want to do?
Okay, good. Rock up.
719-937. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name. Where you calling from?
I would like to remain anonymous.
You could absolutely remain anonymous.
I like anonymous calls. What's up?
Now get messy.
Thank you, brother. I've been with my husband for 11 years, and he has a drinking problem. Every time he drinks, we get into it pretty much. I've been asking if we can get counsel. I've been asking if we can get help, but I don't think we've gone anything. We haven't gotten pretty far, and we just.
When you ask for counsel, what happened?
I think they spoke to. I think he got counsel by himself, but I feel like we should have gotten it together.
You asked for counsel. And when you ask for counsel, you ask for counsel in our school, or you just talk about in general?
Yes, it's
Guess what?
ICPK Tampa.
Yeah, get the number and call to get the counsel yourself. That's what you do. Where are you from, sis?
Tampa, Florida. But right now I'm in Colorado.
Are you with him in Colorado?
Yeah, but I don't know how long that's gonna be.
Can I speak?
Colorado.
He's right here. I guess he wants to speak.
That's the bar mark, right?
Because now you
No. Kamyatazak is Colorado.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine that you're speaking, baby. I'm just.
Hey, who's that talking?
So like it, sir. This is me, sir. My rib called you. Apparently, she wants counsel, sir.
Right. Has she asked for counsel before?
No, Salaki, sir. I honestly don't want this here out and about. I'm a trooper.
This ain't even that simple. You don't have to say your name. We don't know her name. I'm just asking if she's asked for counsel.
Yes, well, no, she has not until now. This is her first time.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. So she.
And you're in Colorado, right?
Yes, I'm a Tampa. I'm a Tampa nigga, sir.
But do you live in Colorado right now?
Yes, sir.
There you go. So I want to give you the number, Captain Yadazak.
I just wanted to get on the phone because she's speaking, and
I understand. But if a
yes,
woman
sir.
or if a brother or sister requests counsel,
want...
you know we give counsel,
sir.
right?
Yes, absolutely. I want her to. I want that, but I didn't want.
Okay, so can I give the number for counsel?
Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me know when you're ready to take this number.
I have Captain Shawar. I have.
Let me know when you're ready to take this number, brother.
Let me hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 second. I can't believe you did this to me, but what about the book of Enoch? Is that? I got you. I got you live on the same.
I just want to be able to give you this number.
No, I don't want Con. Yes, sir. What's the number?
832 236 9322.
236?
Yes, 236 9322.
Another one, Con.
And brother, we don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. We don't know who your rib is. But what you better do is call that number and get the counsel and get this squared away, all right?
Con out of one, Con, because I didn't know she called until just now.
That's fine. Don't you say nothing to her.
Some counsel, and I agree. Yes, sir.
No problem.
Yes,
don't say nothing to her. You ain't got to try to check her or none of that. Just call the number and get the counsel.
This is all the Lord.
All right, brother. Call the number.
Sir. Con of the one, Con.
All right. Shalom.
All right, that's right.
There are no more remaining callers on the line.
That's kind of our fault right there. No sweat. We appreciate it, man. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Well.
Oh, wait. We got one announcement. Y'all just all go ahead.
It must be me. What is that?
No, yeah. Shaka Khan got one announcement.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? As you all know, Yatazar is having a raffle. He said, if you want to enter into the raffle, to please text him at this number, 347-941-4541. Again, that's 347-941-4541. Once you text him, a link for you to enter the raffle will be.
Ticket or the amount of tickets that you purchased, and if you are not a winner, that will be discounted or added towards a 12 Tribes jacket, all leather or Letterman or satin or Hebrew cover. So if you want to partake in that raffle that's ending in May, make sure you text Yatazar, Officer Yatazar, at 347-941-4541. And with that, Kat.
Hey, we'll see y'all next week. Unless you got something you want to add, Kataza.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.